Remove the side plate. Grasp the clamp with pliers. Loosen it and pull it back to remove the two fuel lines connected to the panel. Loosen the screws securing the cable dampers and remove the cable. Loosen the fixed cable positioning screws and remove the fixed cable head. Remove the front panel fixing screws. Disconnect the panel wires. Unscrew the hexagon socket head cap screws attached to the body using an 8mm socket. Remove the inverter. Disconnect the wires from the inverter. Note, there are wires connected to the panel. Unscrew the wires connected to the inverter. Remove the handle. There's a screw here. Unscrew this screw and thread the spacer and puller together through the center. Using an 8mm socket, unscrew the hexagonal bolts that are linked to the fuselage. Remove the starter puller. Separate the protective cover from the puller. Undo the figure of gate nut and remove the puller, the protective sleeve and the spacer. Replace the puller with a new one. Tape. Do not pull the rope before replacing the puller. Put on the rope in the other spacer, protective sleeve, puller. Attach the figure of gate knuckle. Push the figure of 8 into the puller and attach the case to the puller. Pull the rope. Align the holes in the puller and screw on the hexagon socket head cap screws. Pull the puller through the hole, then put the spacer through it. Insert gasket position and screw in. Take out the new inverter. Screw the wires to the corresponding position of the inverter. Connect the wiring harness that needs to be connected to the inverter. Each harness has a different socket. Only the harness with the corresponding socket can be plugged in. Place the inverter in a fixed position. Screw on the hexagonal bolts that hold the inverter in place. There is a ground wire from the panel and a ground wire from the fuselage, both of which need to be connected to the inverter. Put the wiring harness into the fuselage, connect the panel wires, and install the panel. Connect the fuel line. Pay attention to the clamp fixing position so that the clamp is close to the fuel line and the panel connection. Snap the cable puller to the fixed position, with the cable puller as far back as possible. Turning the switch off loosens the cable. Turn the switch to choke position. The cable will be tightened. Turn the switch to stop position and pull out the cable. Make sure the cable is in the slide. Pull the cable through the damper retainer. Turn the switch to the run position. Tighten the cable and fix the screws. Be careful not to rotate the fixing structure. Finally, close the side panels.